Although Phoenix cab driver Tom Chappelle insists he always knows where he's going,
I don't ever get lost.
he has been known to miss a turn or two.
Oh, man, what did I do?
Such was the case the day we rode with him.
Oh, I got to talking and forgot to take the 101.
And such was the case a few months ago, the day Tom got called to the home of Rita Van Lonen.
So I was running about 30 minutes late when I finally did pick her up, and she was not a happy camper.
Well, I mean, I'm expecting a cab driver to be able to find his way.
Rita didn't tip him. In fact, she was hoping she'd never see him again. But fate had other plans. Over the next 2 months, seemed like every time Rita called a cab, guess who got dispatched?
I was thinking, why, Lord, why are you picking me to
Tom says Rita continued to be cranky, even when he wasn't late. Most cab drivers would have probably barked right back, but not Tom. Tom just wondered about her.
I like understanding why. For everything that goes on, I want to know why.
He wondered if her attitude had anything to do with where he was taking her all the time. A medical office with a door that read, kidney dialysis.
And so I went to the library and started learning more, and then I started understanding why she was that way.
I'm always crabby when I have to go to dialysis.
Well, you know, I can understand why.
Through his research and from talking to Rita, Tom learned how physically and emotionally draining dialysis can be. He learned what Rita really needs is a kidney transplant, but none of her friends or family are suitable donors. And finally, he learned something about himself. Something incredible, really.
I try to be as good at people as I can. And in fact, I've always said that I'd give somebody the shirt off my back, you know, if they asked me for it. But I never thought about giving somebody a part of me.
You know, it's just unbelievable that the cab driver wants to give me his kidney.
Of course, Rita knew Tom probably wouldn't be a match, but the fact that he so sincerely offered meant the world to her. And later, when he actually followed through and got tested, she was blown away. And when those test results came back, they were both in utter disbelief.
They said if it was any closer, we'd be siblings.
Really?
Yes.
The surgery is planned for later this year.
Oh, I tell him, I mean, it's hard for me to express in words how grateful I am.
Tom says it's nothing, really. He says he just had a talk with God, and God thought it was a good idea. He never expected there to be anything in it for him. But there was. Not a kidney.
A daughter I haven't seen in 30 years.
But a piece of his heart that was lost.
Called me there last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
She'd seen his story on the local news.
We just talked for a long time, talked about this. She's got grandkids I didn't know about.
Tom says after an ugly divorce,
that's her.
His wife took their daughter and disappeared.
I just want to cry because I miss her so much.
The irony is, part of the reason Tom offered Rita his kidney in the first place is because he figured he didn't have a whole lot more to live for anyway.
And so this is not just gave you a life. Wow. It's gave me another life.
If all goes well, they should both be enjoying those new lives by Christmas.
Left here.
I know it.
Assuming Tom can find the hospital, of course.
Finally, kudos to Tom's employer, Chicago-based Flash Cab 303 Taxi. The company has agreed to not only keep paying Tom while he's recovering from the surgery, but they're also paying for his airline ticket to Kentucky to see his daughter.
That is the nicest story. I guess you never know how special your cab driver might be,
Yeah.
but something tells me he's 1 in a million, right?
Yeah, he is. And I also want to mention, if anybody out there wants to help Tom, or if you want to learn more about organ donation, you can go to our website right there on the front page, and we've got links for you, cbsnews.com.
Maybe they'll both come to see us after the surgery.
Hopefully, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Steve Hartman, as always. Steve, thanks so much.
Thank you, Kate.